Hi, good morning. This is Sirisha Verma from Branding by Pixels, and today is Tuesday. Tuesday, I record a digital marketing topic here in my channel, Digital Marketing for Business Owners. Today's topic is regarding Instagram marketing. What are the top 7 tips that you need to follow if you are a small business owner trying to make an impact of your brand, products, or services on this amazing platform, Instagram? Many people have seen Instagram, but they don't understand how Instagram works because specifically the small business owners don't understand how Instagram works because they think it is generally for the 20s and the 25-year-olds only. But this platform has a lot more to offer to business owners. Instagram, if we look at the history of it, was created in 2010, and the different features of Instagram have been created across the multiple years. The latest feature, stories, which actually brought this platform to the core of social media platforms, was created in 2016. And if you specifically look at Instagram, there are a couple of ways that you can engage on Instagram. One is you can create your personal profile. If you are a professional, then I would suggest that you create a personal profile because that will get you much more traction rather than creating a professional account. But if you're a small business owner and if you have a team of people working with you, then I suggest you create a professional account specifically in Instagram. The way to do it is you can create a personal account and then you can convert it into a professional account as well. If you want me to cover that specific topic, comment in the section below and I will also cover how to create a professional account on Instagram by going live on Instagram platform. Now, specifically if you look at Instagram, Instagram has 5 different surfaces. So, surfaces in the sense the various places that you can actually put your content on Instagram or engage with your audience on Instagram. Specifically, if you look at these services, number 1 is your feed. So, as soon as you log into Instagram, the first thing that you look at is the Instagram news feed. The second surface that you can actually put out your content or engage with your audience is stories. The aspect of stories is only available for 24 hours. So depending on any current events that are happening or depending on anything new that is happening on your business, you can put up that kind of content on stories. The third surface that is available on Instagram for you to engage with your audience is the live option. So just like you have Facebook Live wherein you can go live and talk to people, Instagram is also currently offering this live feature. Live can also be done with multiple collaborators, not just you, but you can also add one more person to your live feature and both of you can go ahead and talk to each other in a live conversation. Apart from that, you can also engage with your audience in your live conversation, but in that way, the only way that you can engage with your audience is they would have to send a message, and then that would be shown live on your screen and you could answer any questions that they might specifically have regarding your business, product or service. The fourth surface that Instagram offers is IGTV. IGTV is the format wherein you can upload videos of up to 1 hour. Generally in stories, you can only upload specific videos of probably 30 seconds maximum. But in IGTV, you can upload videos which are a maximum of 1 hour. So specifically, if you're trying to do a how-to video or if you are trying to display how a specific product is created in your business, this is the best way to showcase all of that using IGTV. And and whatever is uploaded on IGTV goes back onto your news feed, stays on your profile as well. So this is not like stories which disappears after 24 hours. This is for your lifetime. So until you delete your account, whatever is uploaded in IGTV stays on your feed and also on your profile. The fifth surface is Reels. Reels is a new feature that they have introduced. You could say this is a feature that they have introduced to compete with this new app, which is TikTok. So, if you specifically look at TikTok, if you don't know about TikTok, TikTok is something that creators use mostly for remixing their audio, showcasing their dance moves, etc. So, Instagram also wanted to compete with TikTok and make sure that many more creators are not moving out of Instagram onto TikTok, and that is why they launched this new feature called as Reels. So, on Reels, you have different multiple features like you have filters just like in stories and IGTV, but apart from that, you also have this option to mix different music that you can use. You can also collaborate with other people and show off your dance moves as well. But this is an entirely new feature that Instagram has come up with. Now, if we specifically look at Instagram as a social media platform, we can say that branded content really works very well on this platform. So, mostly if you look at other social media platforms, Instagram is part of Facebook family, but if you specifically look at Facebook, people are more inclined to like your personal images, comment on your personal stuff rather than engage with your branded content. But in Instagram, 90% of followers actually follow, 90% of users actually follow a brand page. And apart from that, you could also make sure that you could create some very interesting content. So, some of the content ideas that I have for you today is specifically for feed, that is your news feed surface. What you could do is you could talk about what is happening in your business. Probably you could also talk about your motivation. If you're a small business owner, then you could also talk about the different issues that you face. You could also talk about the pandemic situation and how you have coped with it. You could also interview some of your employees, some of your clients, and put that up on your news feed, because news feed is something that people are scrolling through. So if you can actually put up interesting content, people will click on that content and then watch further about it. But you need to remember that if you are actually looking at engaging with your users on Instagram, then you need to at least post on Instagram 3 times per day, and at least 3 times per week as well. So 3 times per day and 3 times per week is something that you need to stick to a schedule. Now, the second service regarding stories, because this is the time bound, this only stays for 24 hours. You could cover the latest events that are happening in your business. If you are unveiling a new product range, you could do that on stories, something which is interesting and something which is gripping, but which is very time bound. So, for example, Christmas is coming up. If you are looking at probably unveiling some discounts and these are time bound, you could also do a small story on that and then update it on stories. The third surface, which is live. Live is much more engaging if you can actually talk to different people in the way that, specifically if you are a creator and if you have lots of followers, live is the best way to engage with your followers. But if you're a small business owner, the way to do live is using live. You can showcase your products or services. You could also probably do product unveiling here. And if anybody has any questions, they could come up and then ask regarding their question. So if it is a product, probably they would want to know what all colors this specific product is available in, what are the different sizes this product is available in, and any questions that they might have. If it is an entirely new product, you can actually answer those in a live. Apart from that, you could also do a collaborative live. So for example, in my business, which is a digital marketing agency that I run, what I could do is I could bring in industry experts and then talk to them about how they are using Instagram or how their business has coped with pandemic, anything that is of interest. So depending on what I'm trying to do, you could also collaborate with different people and then have a live chat. This also creates a lot of engagement. If you specifically look at IGTV, like I said, IGTV, the maximum video that you could upload is 1 hour long. So what can you talk in an IGTV? Because this specific video format will stay on, will come up on your live feed, but also stay on your profile. So you could talk more about your business, why you have created this business, your vision and mission for this business. Apart from that, you could also showcase your factory. For example, let us say you produce products, then you can also show people how certain products are produced, what is the behind the scenes kind of stuff that happens before a product reaches your end customer, right from getting an order to getting it manufactured to getting it packed, etc. Reels is something more to show off your talent. So as a small business owner, you could also show your personal aspect specifically in reels. For example, let us say, as a small business owner, you might have other hobbies, like gardening could be one of those, or fitness could be one of the other ones, or nutrition, or you like probably gardening as well. So whatever your hobbies are, reels is the best way to showcase, because with reels you have a lot of features that you can use to make your video much more interesting. You can mix and match the different things that you're doing. You can mix and match the music that you're doing. So or you could do a fun video with your spouse or your children if you want to show your personal side as a small business owner as well. Now, let us talk about the top 7 tips or things that you can do for Instagram marketing in 2022. The number one thing is, of course, your profile. The complete if you are a small business owner, you need to make sure that your profile is complete. And when I say your profile is complete, you don't have to write paragraphs and paragraphs about what you do. You could actually you could actually shorten them by putting up pipes, those straight lines, and then you could talk about what you do, specifically something interesting, rather than I talking about I'm a digital marketing manager, I am a digital marketing owner. What you could actually say is, probably you could say, I make sure that small business owners create an impact on the digital space. So something like that, which is interesting, which people would want to know more about, is what you can put up in your profile. Apart from that, make sure that you have clickable links. One of the ways that you could do it is, you could use Bitly and you could create different links. The links could be to your website, the links could be to your YouTube channel, the links could be specifically to any other platform out there that you are showcasing your products or services, and people can readily click on that and buy from you. But make sure these are clickable links. Remember, Instagram does not allow you to put any clickable links in the post. So the only place that you can put a clickable link is your profile. Instagram tried to launch a marketplace kind of feature, just like in Facebook. Did you know you could also sell products on Facebook using marketplace with 0% commission? If you don't know how that works, then I have created a video wherein I have went ahead and created items in a marketplace live from scratch. So I'll put the description, I'll put the link in the description, as well as I'll put the link here. You could go ahead and check that video as well. But with Instagram also, they have tried to launch this feature, which was during pandemic, but now it seems not to be available right now, specifically in India. but for big brands, probably they're just testing out at this point of time. So if you have a lot more followers, if you're a big brand, then probably you have access to that feature. But at this point of time, not everybody has access to that feature. So with once that comes, it becomes very, very easy for you to put specific products posts and then sell them. But until that happens, you need to make sure that you give clickable links in your profile, because that is the only place that you can actually do that. The second tip is leverage all the 5 surfaces of Instagram. So whenever you are doing a content calendar, make sure you understand what sort of content needs to go out there to represent your brand, product, or service. So when you do that, try to plan for all the 5 surfaces of Instagram rather than just trying to target to put up content in newsfeed. The surfaces, as we have already discussed, are feed, stories, live, IGTV, and reels. So whenever you are trying to create a content calendar for your brand, make sure that at least on one day of the week you target one surface and create content accordingly, because different surfaces have different formats of content that will get you a lot of traction. So that is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is, of course, the hashtags. How Instagram particularly works is, of course, the hashtag is how people search for different content, and hashtag is how Instagram can actually bundle all the content together of different categories and show it to people whenever they are searching. So it also works on recommended pages. So for example, let us say you keep watching recipe videos on Instagram. How does Instagram make sure that they keep showing new content regarding recipes? That is how they do it, because whenever you are trying to access your newsfeed and specifically only watch um, recipe videos, then Instagram knows how much time you're spending on that specific video. And because of that, and because of different categories and hashtags that these other recipe creators have put in their profiles, Instagram is able to identify that XYZ is a person who also creates videos on recipes, and that is where they show that XYZ's profile or videos to you. So make sure you do your research of hashtags. One of the ways is you could also create your brand specific hashtag. For example, the hashtag that I constantly use for my own feed is branding by pixels, which is my company name. Apart from that, I use my own name, Siddhisha Verma. Apart from that, I also use digital marketing for business owners whenever I'm trying to post on Instagram. So you could also create your brand specific hashtags, and apart from that, do some research regarding what other hashtags are trending in your specific business domain. One of the ways that you can do it is just go to Instagram, put a hashtag sign, and then start typing, and then Instagram also shows you all the suggestions, and it also shows you how many specific posts that hashtag has as well. So but apart from that, you could also use some paid tools to make your research get you better results. But the way to use hashtags is, don't put 30 or 50 hashtags in one post. It really does not work like that. The maximum number of hashtags that Instagram recommends you to put in any post is 5 to 8 tags maximum. So of course, one of those tags is already your brand hashtag. So apart from that, the remaining 7 hashtags should be pertaining to the topic that you are creating. So that means you might have to use different hashtags for different posts depending on what you're trying to put content on that specific day. Point number 4 is, of course, influencer marketing. So paid ads is something that we have always been talking about, but influencer marketing is very different, because Instagram is a platform that has 1 billion plus users, and 90% of these users are following a brand page. And when we say brand page, it could also be an influencer Instagram page. So influencer marketing is something that is very, very interesting, and Instagram is the platform through which that has been launched. Many people have got great results by using influencer marketing. If you want to know more about influencer marketing, I have also created a video last week on influencer marketing. I'll put it up in the link here, and it will also be in the description. So you could go ahead and check out regarding how to incorporate influencer marketing into your specific business. Point number 5 is, of course, user generated content. So as a brand, if you have to post at least 3 times per day, it would be very difficult for you to recreate content or reuse content that you have already put up. So rather than that, try to use reuse user generated content. What does that mean? Probably there are certain fans of your brand who have posted using your hashtags, they have tagged you, etc. In that case, it is always better if you reshare that content and tag that person. That way, you're also engaging with your audience. The other person also feels great that you as a brand has recognized him or her and tagged their content again. So try to use as much of user generated content as possible. And apart from that, in point 4, we have talked about influencer marketing. So if you're specifically looking at engaging with an influencer, then also try to reshare their content into your brand pages. That way you can start a relationship with them even before you pay them and you talk to them about working for your specific brand. So rather than do that, what you could do is, for a few months, you could use their content, you could tag them and say this is amazing post or something. That would also give them a boost, that would also start a relationship between you both. Point number 6 is, of course, paid promotions. There is nothing that will beat a paid promotion. Though we keep talking about organic growth, currently social media platforms have only 3% organic reach. That means if you have 1000 followers on your specific page, then only 30 people will get access to your post, and that is how social media platforms are working. You don't know specifically if it is 30 and which 30 are getting access or seeing your post, etc. So in that case, how do you make sure that your brand page keeps growing, many more people have access to your products or services? And that is the best way that you can do is using paid promotions. Instagram gives you a lot of options regarding the specific age of the audience that you want to target, their interests, etc., and specific geographic location as well. So if you are a very local brand, this is an amazing tool for you. You could specifically look at people who are residing in that local area who might become your customers. If you are a worldwide brand, then you can also target different countries because you might be shipping across the world. So definitely use paid promotions because the budgets are not that great. That means you don't have to break your bank to actually pay for any advertisement campaigns on Instagram, but the returns that you will be getting is really awesome. So point number 7 is, of course, Instagram direct messages. So of course, in the surfaces we have not spoken about direct messages because Instagram does not recognize direct messages as one of the surfaces of its tool, but direct messages is the best way to reach out to people. So if somebody has complained about your product or service, or if somebody is if you want to reach somebody, the best way to do it is using direct messaging. So it could be an influencer that you want to work with, it could be another collaborator that you want to speak to, or it could be another specific brand. So if you're a service company, then probably you want to reach out to a company, and the best way for you to do it is to send them an Instagram direct message. So don't shy away from this specific feature that is available in Instagram. So just to summarize, the top 7 tips are: have a complete profile, use clickable links in your profile. The second one is leverage all the 5 surfaces of Instagram. Third is hashtag research. Fourth is influencer marketing. Fifth is user generated content. Sixth is paid promotions. And seventh is definitely Instagram direct messages. I hope you found this content interesting. This is Sirisha Verma, founder, chief strategist at Branding by Pixels, a business strategy design and digital marketing company coming live to you from India. I record videos 3 times a week: Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Tuesday, I talk about a digital marketing topic. Thursday, I talk about a business case study, and Saturday, I do a business book review. If you find my content helpful, please do subscribe to my channel and smash that like button. If you think this content will be helpful to somebody else in your network, please do share the video with them as well. This is Sirisha Verma. I'll see you again on Thursday with a business case study video. Please do take care. Bye bye.